Yeah, look where I'm at. How cool is that? Yeah, look where I'm at. How cool is that? That shit was cool as hell. I might have to do some color correction on that because I don't know if you could even see because of the sun glaring in there. I feel like 8 years old, just sitting in the pilot seat of Airbus 321, A321. I don't know. I'm not like a huge plane, even though I do all this plane stuff. I'm not like a huge. I don't know all the planes. I know Airbus is European. Oh yeah, also, hey, welcome to the video. Enjoy the montage. Woo! Montage, go.
Please keep clear and hold on for departure to terminal, ground transportation, and baggage claim.
All right, well, it's time. God, it's fucking sun. It's time to drive to Utah. And apparently there's a winter storm warning. I'm spoiled now. I'm fucking spoiled now. It's fucking winter and shit. Gotta get cheeseburger. Gotta get them cheeseburgers. Cause I am fucking hungry. Snow. I'm eating food in my truck, and this gull just wants my food really bad. Obviously people have fed this thing before, but look, he's attacking my truck. Fuck off. I had this epiphany the other night. God, shut the fuck up, bird. I had an epiphany the other day, and I think I figured out something crazy. It might make some people upset. I don't know. We'll see. You tell me. So I think FPV no stab FPV. You know, like the trend where there's no stabilization and like, oh, you can fly so good, you're a pilot. I think that's literally impossible. It's a lie. Let me explain. I think it's too windy. I think it may be too windy. So I might say this twice. So let me explain. And before you run down to the comments with your pitchforks and your torches, praising the one true God, Kiss Ultra. I don't care what anyone does with their own free time or what they do for fun. RC shit is fun as hell. Do whatever the fuck you want. RC Gatekeeping? That's just fucking weird, yo. That's what this is all about. All right. In this video, I'm gonna prove two things. Number one, no stab FPV quads are fake. It's impossible. You can't actually do no stab. Number two, the only true RC flying vehicles that are truly no stab, that you can do no stab with, are FPV RC airplanes. Just hold on, I'll explain. Number one, why the concept of no stab, hashtag no stab, cannot exist in modern FPV quads. In order to understand this, we're gonna have to take a little trip into the past. Starting in the year 873 AD. No, I'm just fucking with you. That interview was funny though, wasn't it? FPV drone history. There's a ton of videos already out there on YouTube about the history of FPV. So I'm not gonna go into too much depth on this, but back in the day when everyone who was trying to fly FPV, the only thing you could do is you could fly wings, because getting 4 motors to spin at the correct rate was very difficult, because there wasn't any gyros or anything. People were literally taking Wii motes. You remember the Nintendo Wii? People were taking Wii mote gyros or accelerometers out of them. Honestly, I'm not a computer space electronics wizard, but they were taking those out of those things, putting them in microcomputers, Arduinos, so they could get their quadcopters to barely fly. And you know what? You know what the point of all of that is? You just gotta wait for it. Wait for it. You guessed it. Stabilization. Stabilization. You cannot fly an FPV quad without stabilization because it's inherently built into it. Now, fast forward to today, and we have insane flight controllers that get all kinds of super fast data to the ESC so the motors spin up just right. And yes, I'm sure you guessed it, this is why modern FPV quads can't be no stab. Without stabilization, you wouldn't have Mr. Steels, you wouldn't have Dan Z's, you wouldn't have Crickets, you wouldn't have bot grinders. But anyways, that's my main point here. There's more. There's more. I just forgot the script. Now my point here is, obviously, in order to make those primordial ooze drones fly good, they needed stabilization. Yes, stabilization. If you say no stab, I know what you're talking about, but that's not the point of this video. That's not the point of this satirical video. But it's kind of a little bit serious too. You need stabilization in order to fly, like, especially with all the modern stuff we have now today. People are doing insane shit with FPV quads, doing crazy shit that, like, even 5 years ago people would be like, whoa, holy fuck, how do you even do that? Hitting crazy gaps, being able to do all kinds of stuff that I can't even imagine I could ever do, although one day I hope to. This, of course, is all made possible by modern flight controllers, Betaflight, PID loops, sending all the right signals in all the right places, so modern FPV drones can fly insane. Therefore, the trend of no stab at its very core is fundamentally flawed, because without stabilization, your drone would fly like shit. It would fly like ass. It would not fly good at all. Number two, there are flying RC aircraft that do tick all the no stab, hashtag no stab boxes. And those are RC FPV airplanes. Technically, they don't have to be FPV, but yeah, any regular airplane without a gyro in it, which is 90% of them, including mine that I fly. And if you've watched my videos, you'll say, "No, you have an FC in yours, blah, blah." It's overkill, but I only have the FC in there for OSD and GPS and shit like that. So those are, you don't need stabilization on an airplane because they fly. They just want to fly anyways. They're super efficient. So funnily enough, those are 100% no stab. There is no stabilization keeping an airplane flying in the air. It's all mechanical. Someone might say that you have a radio, but I don't think we need to go that deep. In conclusion, the only RC aircraft that can claim no stab are RC airplanes. And if you're claiming hashtag no stab on your modern FPV drone, I'm sorry, your vomit inducing unstabilized video is not no stab. I'm kidding. It's a joke. This is all a joke. But is it? I think I kind of bring up some good points here. RC gatekeeping in RC is weird. FPV drones are inherently at their core stabilized, and RC airplanes, they don't need stabilization to fly. All right, cool. Well, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you liked the video. I know it's a little different than what I normally do. There's no drone flying in it. Ooh, crazy. I just kind of drove around the country to random spots to say random words. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button and hit the smash button. Anyways, I have a Discord. It's down in the link below. And I have Patreon too. Check that out. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you understood the satirical nature of the video. If not, well, you're probably Vanover gatekeeping pilots in FPV. All right.